I wanted to make this small video, like how I've done with previous ones, small updates, summaries to clear things up or to clear potential future stuff up so there's, no confusion or added problems. And it's to do with behaviour, maybe changes in behaviour. We have seen it countless times when it comes to some people being involved in the mystery, hands-on, investigating, or just simply covering it in some way. And yeah, it does seem a bit suspicious and it does seem a bit dodgy when it's those people and not really anyone else. And maybe that is the case. Maybe something is there. But from my point of view, I wanted to make this video to say that, like, if there was changes in behaviour, like by me, if there was, it would have nothing to do with the mystery whatsoever. That makes sense. It's like nothing to do with the mystery whatsoever. Like maybe personal things or whatever, but not the mystery. And, it's because I've seen it in the past, like when it came to the keyhole, just by simply changing my opinion. Everyone was like, not everyone, but a few people were like making up conspiracies or ideas that the change in my mindset or behaviour then was as a result of the mystery or people getting involved, making me change my mind. That wasn't the case. And maybe like with the codes as well, like how I was being kind of cautious or so, or this or that. And then people thought the mystery once again impacted my behaviour again in some way. But it didn't. The warnings, the threats or whatever didn't really do much to me. I was just being cautious and going along with it at the time. And maybe in recent time with the odd video or so, if I've not been able to make something, or I might have uploaded something else instead, some conspiracy saying, oh, he's been beaten up or something, or silenced. No. You gotta look at it from this way, and really the clearest way to put it, like when put yourself in the position like of what would the typical line be by what you call them, a hater. A hater could say, oh yeah, Andrew, yeah, what a saddo, no life, and he covers videos in a shed. How pathetic. Well, some of that stuff may be true, but it's that concept and realization of I am not from the US, nowhere near, so I'm not a target when it comes to the mystery. All the other people that may have been targeted or may have changed in behaviour as the result of the mystery was because they are from that country and even maybe that area where it happened. I'm nowhere near. I'm not near a military base. I'm not near a desert. It kind of makes sense on its own, doesn't it? No one, government, military, will not come after me or silence me. Some people or a few were thinking, no shit, Andrew. I know, but I'll explain why I'm wording it this way in a second. And what else is there? I don't know. Maybe the type of person I am. Or maybe the position. It's like other people that might have changed in behaviour or whatever, maybe because of the position they are in, or the people they know, or people that know of them, that might have played a part. Now with me, in reality, in real life, I'm a nobody. Not really. Anyone around knows me. I haven't got anyone. So that's another factor that plays a part in the mystery can't have an influence in changing behaviour because no one knows me in real life in that sense. And with the country location as well, it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't happen. The next key point is what I cover, what I make in terms of the videos. I can't say the word, electronically, online, you want to call it that. I'm hands-on. Other people are more hands-on physically. Respect to them. And some of those that may have changed in behaviour or slightly gone quiet or whatever, they no longer make certain stuff or cover certain stuff. The stuff I cover, a fair bit of it, being realistic, is from those people. Bits of footage from those people. Some of the people that have changed in behaviour. So once again, the mystery wouldn't directly influence me or make me change in behaviour or people or things coming in, because I'm not like the main thing. I'm just someone that covers stuff or highlights something or relays a message or something. I'm not the main thing, if that makes sense. Like, and I'm just like a nobody. People that are really hands-on in the area, or that sort of stuff. They are on the front line, so they are more likely to be targeted by someone in a trench away from it. They're not gonna get impacted the same or directed at. Does that make sense? So I think it's worth making a video like this, just like how I've done videos in the past. It all depends if people watch this or look back at it. Maybe I'll have to make the title specific so then people can look back at it. But it's best doing this or setting certain things up, putting things in place to avoid confusion. Like with anything, I don't like causing confusion. I don't like causing hype, or I don't like being hyped up if there was ever a reason to, because it can lead to high expectations or an underwhelming result. But as for changes in behaviour or whatever, not looking at the smallest of signs, but when it might seem more obvious, if it's explained now that the mystery has no influence in a bad way whatsoever on me, it makes it clearer and more understandable to viewers. So there's no any added additions to the mystery. There's no extra mystery. There's no extra confusion, because I don't want to cause confusion. I don't want to lead people on. Take it in the perspective of when I've done videos in the past where it might have been covering something and it turned out it wasn't true, or it was debunked, or there was extra information down the line. I made sure to do a follow-up video to cut off that loose end and cut off that, or solve this, just to reduce the mystery of the overall mystery, because it can get too cluttered. And as with changes in behaviour, that is a mystery within itself. And obviously the more people that change, or the more people that supposedly get impacted by the mystery, the more it adds to it. So by me making this video and saying the mystery has no impact on me whatsoever when it comes to changes in behaviour, it'll be as a result of, other things for me. It just resolves things on the spot, if that makes sense. Some people will overthink. Well, I overthink, to be honest, but some people will overthink and think, oh, but maybe the person is saying all this, the opposite, because they're being made to or something. No. I'm sure quite a few people will be. No. I know quite a few people will be competent and, intelligent, more intelligent than me. But you will still get the odd few people or so that will, I don't know, try and create a mystery out of it, or stir things, or make things seem as if it's that when it's not. But yeah, this video can prove and say it's not a result to it. You know, if you want me to demonstrate introspection right now, when it comes to the mystery, if I'm making videos on it, I'm interested, I don't feel anything bad when I'm covering this mystery. As for the disappearance of Kenny Veach, I'll just say it outright, I'm not going to lie. I don't feel too much about his disappearance, and that's simply because I don't know him. I never knew him. I didn't speak with him, so there's no like connection, there's nothing, there's no, like, I wasn't friends or anything, so, you know, but I am interested in the mystery, I'm being honest. When I'm making videos or when I'm covering certain stuff, whether it's things I found or things that have been passed on to me, or if it's responding to some bit of resistance or something going on, because there is resistance at times, it doesn't, you know, bother me one bit. Just like how if people might insult or send the odd comment, it really doesn't do much, you know? I don't know if I've said it before, but if I see the odd negative comment, I keep it as it is. It's there for a reason. They're saying it for a reason. At least they're being honest, straight to the point. That's better. Well, in my mind it is. And as well, when it comes to comments like that, I think, well, there's no point really replying back in a really nasty way. There's no point. I have replied back at times, but not in a bad way, just subtle. But other people would. But I think, well, maybe they're in the position they are, or they are the way they are, because something previously has made them that way. And how will it do any good if I give them a taste of their own medicine? It won't fix anything, it probably make things worse for them. So if I'm not going to do anything good, and in that position there wouldn't be any need to, well, I'm certainly not going to do any bad, because that doesn't do anything either. It's not worth it. So that's like demonstration of introspection, okay? And like making the videos, I'm focused in on it. Even if I was in a mood or pissed off, when I'm making these videos, I zone in. If I set a deadline at times, even when it's been a bit, you know, restrictive, I've made sure to get it done, because either it's important to get it out as soon as possible before things happen, or things might change, or things might disappear. That's why I do it. Try not to get things to overlap or conflict one another. So yeah, that was just introspection, describing the process of one's thoughts and like the brain when making something or selecting something. That's how that works. 14 minutes this video. That's quite long, to be honest. But it basically describes it in depth. Any change in behaviour, big changes in behaviour or whatever, it's not because of the mystery. Not at all. The mystery doesn't put me in danger whatsoever. Not at all. The odd people we come across are not harmful at all. It might be a bit weird, it might be a bit odd, or whatever, but they're not much of a threat. There's more threat outside when it comes to knife crime, you know, and other stuff. That's more of a threat, and that's more likely to happen. Well, it depends where you live. I'm okay though. But I think that summarises it all. Might as well make this video to avoid confusion. I'm sure people will always leave the odd comment and then start thinking of conspiracies, or, oh, what's up with this person? What's caused them to do that? And stuff. It's not as a direct cause of the mystery though. And I guess if you come across that sort of stuff to avoid, you know, the fire spreading unnecessarily, you can just provide a link to this video because it just basically describes it. One thing I will say, and even I'll admit it, when it comes to some of these videos, especially with this, you know, back wall, it does look like I'm being held hostage. But I'm going to turn it slightly. There is no one there. There are no shadows, is there? It's either the shakiness, it's just because I was on the rotation. Just basically sat on the floor. Yeah, it's a bit sad, isn't it? Like many other things. But yeah, especially when you see the thumbnail, you might see the facial expression either look maybe a bit serious. I can't help that. It's just the way my face is. I apologise. And then other times I might, maybe because of my eyes or because of facial expression of the thumbnail, the timing of it, I look like I'm being held at gunpoint. It's kind of a funny thing to, you know, make reference of, point out, but no, there's no one around. Never is. Lone wolf. So yeah, that basically concludes that. Hopefully it makes sense. Might be a bit long, the video, might be a bit in depth, but you know, it's a key point to make at the end of the day, and it's said with seriousness because there's no messing around, you know, at the end of the day. I don't want to mess people around or mess the mystery around, because it just reminds me, we've seen it when people have added to the mystery purposely. That does not do any good. At times it can make a mockery of stuff. Some people believed that with Really Robin, believed Really Robin was making a mockery of the mystery and being disrespectful and whatever, and then people, you know, criticised him. I don't know what was going through Robin's mind. I think the title was a bit, you know, dodgy, because it sounded like he has solved it when he hasn't really. There's nothing wrong with the theories or ideas he stated, because, you know, I've come up with theories and ideas, and so has many other people. It's a mystery. It's open. You can think whatever, because nothing has really been set in stone yet or found. But I think it was just the way he went about it. But I do try, when it comes to wording things, when it comes to, you know, describing stuff, you know, if I'm not 100% sure, I will use uncertain language. So I'll say literally, I'm not quite sure, but, and then whatever, or, you know, it does look like that. I'm not saying it is, but it looks kind of like, it's kind of like, you know, it's an overused word at times, yes, but, you know, it has been said that people will use the word like several times because it's like telling signs of not being great in a conversation or not really being confident. So it can work in this situation. It shows that I'm not confident, not fully. I'm just pointing things out, trying to make sense of stuff, or let other people know, or ask other people, what do they think? So, you know, there's a lot that can go on behind the scenes. There's a lot of thinking and thought process, how you word stuff, how you present stuff, even like titles of videos, you know, say, has a bone been found? Human remains? Has Kenny Veach been caught on CCTV? Has an eye been caught on camera? Maybe stuff like that. Most of it, it's got a question mark at the end of it. It's saying, could it be this? Well, find out in the video, or give your opinion and see what you think in this video. The actual individual might not really know themselves, but there are variables, maybe factors which can play a part and link to that point or that theory, that idea, but it's not fully, you know, conclusive, but you never know. So there's a lot that goes on. It's got to be done just right. Maybe I overthink stuff or over prepare or whatever, but it's just to avoid as many problems as possible, try and reduce it and everything. So yeah, that's it. 20 minutes. You see, this is the problem. I talk too long. Yeah, people say, oh, you good at speaking, this, that. No, I'm not. is because I'm talking to a camera. There is nothing around. Even that might not be easy for some people, and that's understandable. For me though, it's manageable. In with that regard, maybe nothing else, but this I can do. Especially when it comes to describing other stuff or talking about other stuff and less about me. That's easier. So yeah, I should be able to work on the next video shortly. Don't know how long the video will be. And then I actually can make another video after that, followed by another one, because it's kind of weird. I don't want to describe it yet because, you know, it'll like ruin it, but it's more of a video of, this is what I've saw, let me know what you think type video. It might not be much, but we'll see, okay? So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. In between, I'll upload short gameplay clips because that's what I do. Some people like it, that's good. I enjoy doing it. It's more effective in terms of shorts, an indirect way of thinking. You might be more successful, or it might receive more attention. People might come along, might see it, and then they might just so happen to be, you know, involved in the mystery or get interested in it. So, you know, the more people that come in collectively, maybe more people can help or give their ideas. Because at the end of the day, the more people, the more action, the more coverage, maybe something might come out. Maybe someone might find something or know something. Very strange things can happen. I mean, as for my encounters or experiences, maybe only once, like with one individual, where things happened, certain signs, and how things happened naturally, and to do with the mystery, and yet completely non-related, and yet so many similarities, and you think, damn, how did that happen? How did I come across that person? Just like how anytime, any place, anywhere, anything is unpredictable. So maybe there is a few mysteries within this mystery and coincidences, and weird how certain people can come across one another or whatever, but as for behaviour, that's a completely separate thing from the mystery. Might be to do with people, might be to do with whatever, but not the mystery itself. I think that's it. I've talked too long. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.